Live in 3, 2, 1.
Amanda and Andrew, they're here to chat, talking about this and this and that and whatnot, and this and this and that and whatnot. It's Amanda and Andrew on and whatnot.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Amanda. I'm crocheting. I'm
She's
kidding.
crotcheting.
I am crotcheting though. We did just eat lunch. He said he had a topic that he didn't disclose to me yet.
I just wanted it to be fresh on the mind.
Yeah.
Not that it's a secret or anything.
Slightly nervous.
But my question for you is, like, what makes you self-conscious?
What makes me self-conscious? Oh
Yeah.
God. Oh yeah, that's a hard one. I probably should have thought about this.
Well,
I
I
feel
know.
like the weirdest things make me self-conscious.
Yeah, same. Like, I'm talking about, like, straight up, like, for me, like, movements on my face that I can't particularly see when someone's talking to me. You know what I'm talking about.
I see what you mean when you're like just chatting with someone and you're thinking about like
What is my
the
face
facial
doing?
expressions that you're making.
Like, what's my face doing?
Are my eyes too wide?
Yeah. Am I looking
Am I
at something?
nodding too much?
Am I, like, looking in the wrong spot? Like, do you feel when someone's looking at you weird?
Yeah,
You do?
I think so. I think
Like, when they're noticing something, you mean?
like in conversation.
Yeah, like, if I'm talking to you, like, and my eyes aren't, like, right now I'm looking at your eyes when I'm talking
Yeah.
to you. Right now that's how I'm looking. But, like, if I start looking at your lips, do you notice that?
A little bit. I'd be
know-
like, why is your eyes going downwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
But
something
it
in my
also
teeth?
kind of looks like you're looking directly at me.
It still looks like I'm looking at you?
Yeah, like, am I looking directly at you? I can't tell you where I'm looking.
Your eyes are really dilated.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm on drugs. Kidding. Are they really?
They do look
Now I'm self-conscious about my eyes. See? The most random things.
like, well, you know me, like, I've said before, who was it who told it to me, like, that I do a side-eye thing? Was that you and Bobby who told me that?
So Andrew does this thing where he'll be talking to you and he'll do a weird side eye. Like, he won't fully directly look at you. He'll do like a quick little...
Wait, you're moving your head. Am I moving my head when I do it? Because that's even worse. That's like twitchy at
I
that point.
feel like I haven't seen you do it in a while, or I just got used to it. So I don't really notice it anymore.
She's gotten used to my strange behaviors.
But I don't know, you'll be talking to him and he does like a little...
I think that's like my thinking. I don't know.
But I think also you might be like, oh, I want to, like, say I just walked up to you
okay.
from the back of you. Like, I feel like that's your subconscious way of, like, seeing who it is first.
Oh,
Or, like,
I'm super.
seeing the demeanor of, like, what the conversation is about to go into. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm also super distractible, I think. I mean, just in general, like, everything sets me off. Everyone has said it about me.
That
like,
you're a distracted person.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
Very distracted person.
well, okay, so now I'm self-conscious about that.
Very, very distracted person.
Well, no,
Sorry.
I'm self-conscious.
That's okay.
But yeah,
I
like,
don't know what my full answer to that question is. Honestly, I think it's like the most random things. Like, I could just be sitting in a room with like 5 other people, and then I'm like, if I uncross my legs right now, is everyone gonna notice?
she's saying micro movements.
Yeah, like just little things. Or if you're like in a meeting, am I breathing too loudly?
Oh my God, I told you this. When I was a lot more, well, I don't know, college kind of did something to me. She does really good work, by the way. Check her out. Hooked on Amanda. When I went to Oneonta, like, something snapped in me, I think, honestly. It was a horrible time. But either way, a story for later. But at one point, I was so self-conscious about everything I did that I was like really worried, like what people thought of me. Like even just walking past them, like I was like, oh my God, they're like seeing everything about me. And one of the worst things of that was I thought that like people were noticing me breathing strangely. Like, and I'm talking literally just walking past them on the sidewalk. It's like I was holding my breath.
You're passing them for 2 seconds and you're holding your breath. And I felt that's so hard. I've done that plenty of times. Even if you're just like grocery shopping and you're passing someone in the aisle and you just like hold your breath because you don't want them to hear you breathe. It's such a natural thing, but we get so self-conscious over the smallest things.
Because it's like you think about it, it's those like small things in your head, like, am I breathing weird? But I felt like an outcast at that place anyway, so I was like, the last thing I need is for people to think I'm breathing weirdly.
Yeah, breathing is definitely another thing that I'm self-conscious of.
I've never noticed you breathing. Although I will say I released a short, God, what was it? I think I released...
Was I breathing loud?
This is me. This is legitimately me.
God.
This is legitimately me. I released a short, and I think I was handing you the orange, and I was like...
No!
And you could kind of hear it, and I was like, oh my God, that is so... It was like a raspy...
If I didn't notice it, you're fine, honestly.
It was like a raspy fat guy breath, too.
But there's definitely been videos that I see, and it's just... You hear the person recording breathing.
Dude, every time
and that's highly embarrassing. I've definitely recorded videos and I hear myself breathing and it's an instant delete.
Same here. Well, I go biking a lot, and I'm generally by myself when I'm biking, and like when you're completely by yourself, you're not paying attention to any of these things, right? Because it's just like you're in the zone. So like I'll be trying to film the lake or something pretty, and then I'll listen back to the video and it's me going,
I should really start recording myself at the gym just to see if I'm like a really heavy breather, because sometimes like when I'm listening to my music and I'm vibing out and I'm on the Stairmaster, I start to get a little, my BPM goes up to like 170 on that thing. And now I'm like really conscious of my breathing. So I'm like, and I'm like, now I'm so self-conscious of my breathing that I'm not breathing correctly and not breathing deep enough. So now I'm panicking because I'm not getting enough air. But I'm also wondering if the lady next to me who's like on going 13 speed on her Stairmaster, like as if she does it every day. I think she does actually. But if she can hear me breathe. Isn't that such a weird concept that we're like something we do every single day, every second of the day we get self-conscious about?
I don't know, it's that weird, like you don't ever want to look, if we're talking about like superhuman level, you don't want to ever feel like you're outside of the pack, you know what I mean?
It's
like
true.
That sets you apart.
I feel like our natural instinct is to fit in.
Yeah.
Like our natural instinct isn't to just like...
stand out like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My friend, I have like involuntary noises I make that I noticed I've done and I've tried to reduce them.
I don't think I've noticed that on you.
But like if I'm really in the zone with something, like, and I'm like moving fast and I'm like kind of efforting, I hum. Like I do this hum, like a I swear to God.
No, you don't.
But I don't think I've ever done it here, but like maybe if you see me like moving equipment around or something like that, you'll notice me going But
is it because it's like heavy?
I catch myself on.
Yeah, so concentrated on whatever task you're doing.
I think it's a mixture of like effort and also like me letting out air, but like I'm doing it through my voice. So I'm going.
I hate that. I don't like that.
I have a friend who's a psychopath, and one of the very strange this is one of the lesser things he does. He hums while he eats, and it's really disturbing.
I don't like chewing to begin with, so if someone was literally audibly just making noises while they're eating, that's a problem.
Well, the worst part is I see movies with this guy a lot, and like he goes nuts on the popcorn, and so it's quiet in the theater, and I don't sit next to him anymore because of this, because it's honestly disturbing.
You put someone else on the other side?
I do. I always make sure that I'm on the end. I'm not sitting next to this guy. He's also a movie
Has
talker.
there ever come a time where you were like, you guys both went into the aisle where he would be like next to you and you had to, or do you like strictly stay to the back of the line? Do you know what I mean?
I have done it where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go fetch something, and if like the theater's empty, it's like.
So you make an excuse to get to the back so someone's not next so you're not next to him. That's funny.
But like seriously, he hums while he eats, and he does it loudly. Like it's not a silent thing. It's not like I'm doing it. It's like, I swear to God, it is really disturbing.
It's like something you see in like a cartoon.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if anyone in his life has said something to him. Like, do you know you make this noise when you eat?
Listen, no one in that guy's life is saying anything to him. Cause
I mean, I would want someone. Would you, if you audibly made noises and like, while you were eating, would you want someone to tell you?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I always have a feeling like a good friend would tell you when you're doing something off or something's wrong with your appearance.
They're not a true, real friend if they're not telling you straight up, like, that is weird, stop.
That's weird, yeah. I've told stories about my friend Adam. He won't ever watch this, but he was... I used to think he was
the one video he watches is this one.
I know, it would be so weird. He was so strange. Like, he was such a charming dude. Like, I mean, like, lady killer through and through. Dude was, like, legitimately always with a new girl. But there were some things where, like, he just straight up did not understand and had, like, weird concepts of things. And one of them was that, like, you don't film people in the bathroom. And he didn't understand why that was a weird thing. Like, he would just come into the bathroom sometimes on FaceTime, and, like, you'd be showering, and he would just come in and say, "It's my bro, Andrew." And it's like, Adam, I'm, like, half naked, if not completely naked.
Like,
don't film me.
Dick is out. Like, get the camera away. You know, when I went to Suffolk, when I was in, I don't even know how old I was, but there was this guy, and I was scarred for life about it. He just had ordered chicken fingers from the cafeteria, whatever.
Those were good.
And he, like, just walks into the bathroom to go to the bathroom. Like, to me, food and the bathroom are, especially public bathrooms, are a no-go.
Oh, yeah.
Like, have you ever seen someone, like, actively, like, it's okay if you have, like, a little snack bar and you just bought
or a
it
bag
and you're, like,
or something,
yeah, fine. But, like, it was, like, a tray of chicken fingers and French fries, and this man just walked into the bathroom. Where are you going to leave it when you're going? On the sink? Where 1 million people have washed their hands that day?
Yeah, I always feel so gross. Like, I literally went to friggin' Bath and Body Works yesterday, and just, like, even just setting the bag down anywhere in the bathroom, like, ugh.
Yeah, you don't want to do it. Yeah, even, like, stuff you buy, just regular stuff. It doesn't even have to be food. Yeah, you feel like
Yeah, it's gross. Bathrooms are gross. And that's why it's like, when you're going to the fair, it's like, you better make sure that you ain't got nothing on you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I went to the worst bathroom of my life, like, last week or the week before when I went to see MJ the Musical. We were in Grand Central Station, and it was like the older part of Grand Central Station. I don't know the station. I'm a Penn girly, but we were, like, downstairs somewhere, and I went into this bathroom, and it literally is like I warped time. And it was the most grueling, disgusting smelling bathroom I've ever walked in, and I had to squat. But, like, just the worst bathroom I've ever seen in my life. And honestly, I would have, like, peed in a church.
Dude, I've never
rather than do that, like, on the church floor. I don't know.
You just reminded me of a horrible story. Real quick, on the note of like city bathrooms, it's like literally just forget it. At that point, you may as well be in, like, the post-apocalypse when you go to a city bathroom.
Yeah, any city public bathroom.
Especially a public one. Like, even if you're going to, like, the local McDonald's to go, that bathroom's just destroyed. But, like, Grand Central and Penn, forget it, dude. And then it's funny, every time I'm in there, something wild is going on. Someone's screaming.
There's always something going on, especially in Penn. I feel like the second you walk off that train and go up those stairs, it's just like you enter this new universe.
Yeah, you enter a realm of torture.
You know, you have, like, the homeless people. Like, the first thing you see when you walk into New York City train station is a homeless guy eating French fries out of a trash can.
Yeah.
Like, that is the first thing you'll see.
I brought my friend to the city for the first time. I'll get back to the peeing story. This one's embarrassing. But anyway, I brought my friend to New York City for the first time, and literally as we walked out of Penn Station, it was like this 800-pound woman naked. And he was like, does that
Outside
happen?
on the
Yeah, it's
streets?
just waiting.
Waiting for someone to
Waiting for God.
waiting for someone to hand her like $20 for a quickie.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was foul. It was very foul. My friend was like, I didn't even notice it because I'm so, you go to New York City and you're used to seeing the craziest stuff. My friend's, do you see that over there? And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, you get accustomed to it. But when you bring someone new or like you just hear stories about how shocked people are, you're like, oh yeah, they're just like, if you walk in the city every single day, you'll see it every single day.
You know, have you ever heard of Gigi Allen?
No.
Oh my God, look into that. It's crazy. He was this old guitar, I don't even know what he was, vocalist, guitarist from some band back in like the 80s or 90s, and he was horrible, like legitimately, like a genuinely horrible human being through and through. And the dude was like shitting on the stage. He was, I swear to God, I'm not joking, he was doing horrible things and like the R word, his female fans, straight up groping people. It's just a really awful human being. And someone
But like, people were actively like laughing at this and
people
like
loved
enjoying it.
And so I was listening to something recently where they were like, why do people go to concerts to do that? You could just go on a train in New York City to get all of that.
It's just true. Like, you want to see some shit,
Just go to New York City.
just head in on the train.
Just go on the E train or something.
Yeah, stay a night if you will.
Yeah. Honestly, just run through it a few times.
Yeah.
You'll see every type of person in your life.
You'll understand why we get so accustomed to it.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I feel like when you're in the city, like you're kind of tunnel visioned because there's so many, especially if you're in Times Square, like on a Saturday night or like a Friday night where all the guys are like trying to give you tickets to comedy shows, and like there's just a million people trying to, hand you a CD, and then they'll chase after you saying that you owe them money. Like,
yeah.
And that's why I feel like when I go to the city, I'm like tunnel vision. But like someone new going to the city is probably like,
oh yeah, they're easy. They're the people that get their phones stolen, which is a huge thing in the city now. I don't know if you heard about that.
No.
Dude, like everyone going to the city that is a tourist is getting their phone stolen. Yeah, like that's a big thing, and selling it to China.
But is it like a bump? Like they're doing like a
it's
and then grabbing
pickpockets.
it?
Pickpockets. They do it good. Those guys are good.
Yeah, whenever I'm in the city, I'm very like, I have a small bag, and it's like right up in front of me where I can see it. Like if I won't put really my phone in my back pocket. It's just...
Yeah, forget it. Like, if you can't, like, I'm constantly reaching in my pocket to feel that I have everything.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Every time I'm walking through the city, I'm like, okay, this is still here.
Got it.
This is still here.
Still
no one
got
took
my
it from me
phone.
without me noticing.
Still got my wallet.
Because they will literally do it without you noticing.
It's true. It is. They're like special at it. They're very good.
It's like they were trained.
And they do it in places where, like, if you're a tourist, you're going, you're seeing
oh wow,
nothing.
look at the Empire State Building, and then like all of a sudden you feel your
it's just a
back
quick
pocket
bump, and then that's it.
Phone's gone, and they'll say sorry to you. They'll literally look you dead in the eye and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then just keep walking.
And they have a little flame in their eye, and they wink at you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now you don't have a phone, and your wallet's gone.
Yeah, but
I actually had this was kind of like an easy pickpocket, but I was on the train back from the city one day, and I fell asleep on the train. It was like a day of drinking, and I fell asleep on the train. The train for me is like an hour, I don't know, and I fell asleep, and I woke up, and my wallet was still there, but like my credit cards and my debit card was gone.
Wow, so they
wow.
They were like...
You just really like... How was I asleep for that is my question. I don't know.
It's crazy that people, like, and no one saw that too, is the other thing, is no one saw someone rifling through your, like, pocket.
Yeah, I think it was a late night train. Like, there was really nobody else.
Yeah,
I think just me and my friend, and we were both asleep. And next thing you know, I wake up and I don't have a debit card anymore.
You have bad luck with your wallets and stuff.
I have bad luck with my wallets. I lose all my money. Well, partially, I feel like most of it was always my fault. But that time, that was just a mean person. Like, don't touch a sleeping person's things.
Oh, yeah. You always wish the best for someone you see sleeping on a New York City train. It's like, oh, I hope that they're, like, a light sleeper.
Their eyes are just closed, but they're mentally there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know people. There's a video the Apple Vision Pro thing just came out, and there's like videos of people on like the subway
Saw
like
that.
using that.
That
and
one
it's
guy,
like,
he was like typing.
bro, like cool and all that you like doing that and you're a weirdo, but like
In a criminal's mindset, they're like,
you are
Swipe.
easy pickings. You are very easy pickings. If they're not taking the Vision Pro, they're taking whatever else you have
Yeah.
on you, because you are distracted.
you would never catch me doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're typing on an invisible thing with goggles on your eyes, and you don't think like the wallet in your bag is like
Yeah.
susceptible to being stolen.
Well, especially with the Vision Pro, because specifically it's like binoculars. Your field of vision is like centered, so someone could be like right over here and just be like,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, the people that are using those on trains deserve it. Like, take all their money.
Yeah,
Take
and
every cent they own, like they have, because you can't be that stupid.
you can't be doing stupid stuff. It's just like it's part and parcel, right? You
Yeah.
go to New York City, you do that. Last thing I'll say is the pee story. This one's
yeah.
this is embarrassing.
We just like diverted so far from that.
Talk of another self-conscious thing. I honestly don't know what was going through my head at this moment, but I had to get like a urine sample for some doctor or whatever, and I really don't know why. Oh, you know what it was? I really didn't want to leave without getting them the sample. Like, oh, you can mail this to us. It's like, or can you wait a second? Can you mail those?
You can mail poop.
Yeah.
You can legitimately mail poop.
Imagine being the customs guy that's like, all right, let's see what this is.
Yeah.
Ah,
I forgot who told me that, but you can mail poop like to a lab and they'll test it for you. So
Or you could-
I'm assuming the same for pee, that you could probably just
Yeah.
throw it in like a plastic baggie,
You know, it'd be funny.
Sharpie your name on there.
It'd be funny if like you sent it and they're like, oh, we weren't expecting this, but you put like the return to sender like on your neighbor's address.
And they just get a pile of
The feces.
feces in their
Doo-doo
mailbox.
Yeah.
God.
But like I didn't want to leave without getting the urine sample, because it's like sometimes you go and you don't have to pee and it's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do?
I actually do that a lot.
And so like I think I drove around a bit. What the heck is wrong with me? The more I think about this story, it's more like I messed up. I drove around a bit. I was trying to pee or get like
Have to pee.
to have to pee, and it wasn't working, and I was like just driving in this neighborhood, and I'm like, oh, I can kind of feel it coming on, and then I kind of and I like pulled behind like a church.
You didn't think like your local Speedway bathroom or like
No.
gas station bathroom?
No, the worst part is I was standing up. I was trying to fill this thing out in the open, and I couldn't do it because it was out in the open, and it made it worse. And so I drove around some more, and I'm like, okay, I can do it now. And then
Wait, you got out of the car, began to pee, decided that was it,
I got behind like bushes. And
got back in your car and did it again.
then I did it a couple more times, and I was like, this is bad. Maybe I should just take the L on this one.
See, what I don't understand is why you didn't just go to a bathroom, because sometimes when you're just like in front of the toilet, your natural instinct feels like, I have to pee.
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. That's why I was like, this is why I'm so messed up. Why didn't I just go to like Dunkin' Donuts or something?
Any bathroom, any public bathroom would have accepted you.
But no, I'm like hiding in people's bushes.
Doesn't Starbucks like advertise that they allow anyone to use their bathrooms?
They allow you to do a urine test in their bathroom.
Yeah. You just come out with like...
A cup.
That's another thing that makes me self-conscious. When you pee in a cup at a doctor's office, and then you have to bring it out to them.
You have to hand it out.
You have to hand it. Like, everyone's looking at my pee. Can we not?
So, the most awkward time was when I had to hand it directly to them. I was like, oh,
Ugh.
here you go.
I like wipe off the whole thing because I just feel weird like if I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm just handing them like raw, like might have peed on that. I guess for guys it's easier because you guys like aim.
Oh yeah.
We're just kind of like all willy-nilly.
Yeah.
We just like stick it under and just hope for the best.
Yeah. For the best. That's true. That's a gamble. Yeah. You're receiving one from a woman. It's like, oh yeah, that thing's peed on.
Yeah. I always get so self-conscious, and like I try to hide it.
What, like were you hiding it?
Like if I have a jacket or a shirt, I'm kind of like.
She's got the cup.
But my mom used to do that for me when I was younger. Like if I peed in a cup, she would take it from me and kind of like hide it
Oh my
beneath
God.
her jacket and
That's
then hand it to
great.
the lady. Maybe that's where I
Because
got
no one
it
wants
from.
to see pee.
No one.
You know what's funny too is that like they always tell you like you don't have to fill it. Like the cup, you don't have like they need like
Oh
this
yeah, they
much.
say they need like this much. Sometimes
It's
they
like yeah, don't bother. If you can just get a little bit out, that's
Yeah.
fine.
But
like,
sometimes it's like for me, it's literally not enough because I drink so much water and I pee so often that like it's always the times that like when I'm going to the doctor that I don't have to pee and it's like I can barely get anything out.
yeah.
But yeah, they do say there's like a tiny, tiny little line and it's like minuscule that they need.
Yeah. I guess it's good though for me that like I couldn't do it out in the open because it means that like maybe somewhere deep down inside like I'm not that shameless.
You were like pee shy.
I should not be peeing out in the open.
It's a humbling moment.
Yeah, humbling moment. It's like, wow, I can't do it. Should have just gone to a bathroom.
Yeah.
All right.
That diverted crazily. We went from self-consciousness to city streets.